can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we are at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Taking about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
First down carry now for Miller. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
On the carry.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
7-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got it over the middle. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
first catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got it. And the Chargers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle by
you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Miller. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Chargers 40-yard line.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Michael Davis. And they will take over at at the 26-yard line.
Take over
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. There's the right side here, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. They're able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. Flush to his right. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the air again, Herbert. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Allen! DJ Chark, 30 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs, and even 50 yards.
Chiefs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
It's Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes, setting up the screen for Miller. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's into the hands of Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Chargers 21. Chiefs.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
5-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
2
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And it will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Herbert just beat the play clock. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Flushed out right. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Herbert. That incomplete. He finds Sharp. Charger touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Chiefs 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here's Mecole Hardman. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for a charge-up touchdown. DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. Good. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Again, it's Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball. He'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
At the 39-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Operating from the gun. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On the keeper. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and force the field goal attempt that went through.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
9-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Mahomes now to throw. Rolling to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They throw it out right complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And I think the Chiefs have it, they do. He's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Good call, baby.
And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Chargers 45, Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game, and a first down as well. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here is Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Eckler. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Herbert off the bootleg. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.